Right, welcome back. Seems we lost a subscriber. Maybe just doesn't like me. So happens you don't do professional videos. People kind of cope with it. Anyway, that's today's job. So I bought this. It's a rust converter off of Amazon. I also bought these so I can get into, where's my torch, which I had a minute ago. Okay, I've lost the torch. Wonderful. In the door. So, a bit like a toothbrush, those hard to reach places, I am going to try and spray in here, just to get it. So the concept is, so as you see, they come curved. Straightened it out with a heat gun. As my dad suggested, if you use a heat gun on it, just gently heat it, let it cool, straighten it out. If not, it's slightly coiled like that one. See, just shows you the knowledge. So anyway, back to the story. So the idea, you can see that tube, and just hold it straight, had a little nozzle. So the idea is, put that in there, now you can see, pull it along, and that sprays all the rust converter, hopefully treating the rust, hopefully. That is today's plan. You can see everything's a bit of a mess. So I shall just place this in front of me and breathe in appropriately into the microphone. Right, I'll just tilt this down a wee bit, just so it's a bit easier for me if I do it that way. Right. I'll give it a shake. How long do you shake it for? That's what she said. Just say shake it. Surface camera, right. Let's get this off. So concept is you pull this off somehow. I'll just do that and it shoots off. Did that just break? No. Ah! I see a flaw in my plan. This can has a wee bit in it. This one doesn't. Fake. Alright. Plan B, we just hope and spray, as I say. Again, we won't make any rude jokes about that, so we'll give this a good shake. There you go. Video about shaking. Let's hope that doesn't get flagged. Right. Apply from 15 to 20 centimetres in light coats to avoid runs. Do not flood. Apply 2 or 3 light coats. Slightly disappointed in this, so I'll need to order another one. So there you go, lesson learned. Check. I just presumed that the wee nozzle was actually on the can, not on the lid. So that's unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. So I'll just give this a spray. See how it goes. Smells lovely. So that's going to be great. let's have a look if I can get to it from underneath. Good. Camera might talk funny here. There's a little hole on the sill, a drainage hole, which is handy because it's right where the bit of rust I want to sort. So they don't flood. So let's have a look. Quite disappointed in that. There's not much you can do, I don't think. Does that screw in? Bugger. Oh, I'm going to have a wee look, and then you can have a look, and then we can all have a look. Then I get high, and then I get high, and then I get high. Anyway, so generously applied that. Sticky finger. Not the first time. Right, stop that. So I just tap my wee camera because I can't see enough. As you can see, I followed the instructions and flooded it. This shows you how much rust is in there. I actually didn't realise that, I couldn't see it for the dust. Anyway, that's that done. Not much I can do now. Sit and wait. Look for the other things to spray. I think I put the gloves on though. Probably wouldn't recommend welding at this point. I think it would go woof, which you don't want. The good thing is this can does go pretty far. Right, well, there's not much I can do here because I can't weld because that's just full of fumes. There's instructions say don't breathe it in, done that. Don't flood, did that. Allow 50 minutes to dry between coats. So there we go. Keep out of sunlight. Not like me, I'm Scottish with ginger hair when you keep us out of sunlight. I just put it in there. That was stupid. Well, at least I know my torch won't rust. Anyway, so that is that. So what can I do in the meantime? So painted these with an anti-rust paint, which is probably stupid. Only painted the backside. Well, I should have actually used maybe a weld through primer, but I don't think that stuff really works. I'll just weld down the edges. Grind down the edge about 25 centimetres or something, just so I can weld it in. It's just so when I was welding it that it was protected. So I think I was a bit premature on that one. It's just started to become a day of innuendos. So it was just so once I put it on it's welded, but when I think about it, I've got that spray and I've got some wax oil stuff somewhere. But I need to go on Amazon and see if I can find the proper nozzles for those little tube things. It was a bit of an oversight or undersight, I don't know what the word is, but a bit of a error of judgment by myself. So a bit disappointed in that. Well, it is what it is, as they say. Curious how it reacts with paint, so I'll just put a wee bit of rust there just to see, because there we go, like that. Don't allow it to drip. Again, I'm not bothered about the paint because it's not going to stay this colour, and not going to be winning any competitions on looks for me or the van. So much else I can do today because I want to just concentrate on one part, because if not I will be spread all over the place and my brain can't cope with that. It just does not like kind of zooming about. So, this is where we are. Got all that rust, it's crazy. Anyway, that's all for now. Right, back with another video. Well, it's the same video, just continuing on, or whatever. A bit to fix there. So, a wee bit of progress. Fitted that part, and I managed to, you'll see here, I scudded the sill with the grinder, and I cannot get the blade off now because I want to change the blade to a much better disc, because I put a big dent in the disc as well. So I've now got this bit to do next. Wee hole there to fix. The metal was a wee bit thin there, so it didn't go too well. But anyway, at least I've got this part on. And it's not perfect. It seems strong enough, hopefully. I'm going to draw a couple of holes in there because there's a piece of metal at the back that I want to sort of weld onto, just give it a bit more strength. So that's where I'm at. I think the last time I was just blinding myself doing in there. I forgot to take a video, so I do apologise. It sort of kind of worked. It covered what I needed it to cover. Unfortunately, this was female, and so was my can. So when I was trying to spray in there with the nozzle, I couldn't because it's female to female. So I need a male to male, male to female, male to female can, or a female to male, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, nozzle. So that's where I'm at, getting there. And I've got to repeat all this on the other side, unfortunately. That's all I can say. Anyway, on me. Right, using the drill bit I bought for spot welds. I don't know if we can just pick that up out with the light. Drilled a couple of holes through the back to the back plate, and I'm just going to weld them up. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. I really don't have a clue. I should really have studied these things, but that's just the way life is sometimes. You wing it. Anyway, on me, finish the build. Right, there we go. All done. Unfortunately, my 13, 12 year old, 14 year old, 10 year old, who knows. Anyway, clock welder. I ran out of welding wire. I use gasless, then because cost and I'm outside. It is a job, for that I'm concerned. I really can't give a crap about, oh how lovely my welds look, as long as they work, that's all I care about. Anyway, I think it's lunchtime. Right, in a structural sill, can't speak here, complete. I'm not going to worry too much about cleaning it up. Life's too short to be worrying about what something people are never going to see again looks like. Seems solid. You spray some stuff behind it just to give it a bit of protection from the old rust though. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to take this tent down. The weather it's going to get a bit windy. Anyway, at least that's done now. I'm knackered. I'm not really happy with that finish, but it's very solid, I think. Yeah. So there we go. That's that one done.